Modern Warfare 2. Playing a little DMZ and try. Did they just add duos? Well, that's exciting. Um, I'm waiting for. I'll be ready for when they do solos. But anyway, I'm gonna be doing some DMZ and then is Resurgence not available? I guess not. Oh well, play some duos. That's all right. Yeah, we'll play some DMZ and then Resurgence and see how things go and hopefully not get angry. Yeah. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's almost the weekend. So it's going to be nice to have 2 days off and yep. I know it's a little late, but I was reading through the news and I saw that Jake Paul had lost his fight against Tommy Fury, and I was. It seems a little anticlimactic from like I'm not a boxing fan, not in the sense of like I don't watch it religiously. I don't really follow the sport that much, but from a non-boxing fan standpoint, at least for me, it felt a little anticlimactic. Like here's this guy who's, yes, he had been knocking out like NBA, like an NBA player, and some MMA guys who aren't really, great, great punchers or boxers in their skill set. But it just kind of seemed like it came to a decision, and maybe for somebody who's like follows the sport, they're like this was just the inevitable. You got a guy who's kind of been an amateur fighter for a long time, and then you got a guy who's like I guess Tommy Fury's been just fighting professionally. So it just seems like the inevitable that Jake Paul is gonna lose, but I don't know. He supposedly said had watched his little bit of a press conference, and he said is when they asked him, so it's the Drake curse, which is like I guess whenever Drake bets on somebody, they end up losing. Well, he's like, I'll get your money back when we have a rematch. So it seems like something they'll go run it back, I guess, but. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like usually, I figure like when you run it back is when it's like close, like the scorecard was close. But I don't know what the scorecards were, so it's hard for me to say. That seems to make sense for them to fight again. Um, if it was really close, I would think like if it came down to like a you know close call between like one judge. I don't know. I would think that would be a time. I mean, that would be a time where I would think that would be best to run it, like have another rematch. But if it wasn't close, then what? To me, it's kind of definitive, and I don't know that there's too much for, like, if that's the case, like for Tommy Fury to want to run it, like to do it again, like if you beat somebody bad enough, like to where it's there's um, to where it just doesn't make sense to like there's not really a challenge for you as a fighter, then to me you're just getting beat up or you're getting punched in the face for yeah, you're probably gonna make a lot of money, but is that really worth it? Like you want to fight somebody who's going to give you a challenge, somebody who's going to give you a chance to um, move up in the rankings or move up in position or give yourself a little more like I hate to use the word clout, but clout, and like people are like oh yeah, wow, this guy beat this person and this person, this person. He's moving up. He's a guy to watch out for. But I don't know if you just if it's like a unanimous decision. I just don't know that's worth the fight for him. Like, I guess maybe if you're like, oh, payday, but man, I went for a walk today and freaking mosquitoes out. I was probably spending more time like swatting than I was walking. So yeah, that was horrible. I hate mosquitoes. I don't hate them. That's a strong word. I don't like mosquitoes. But let's see here. I'm trying to think of whether or not I want to like change up the mission. I'd like to move on to like what am I think I'm on still on. No, I'm on tier 2. I would like to move on with some of these tier 1 stuff. Open this one up and then get this get this level unlocked, or this these missions unlocked. But all right, here we go. Hopefully we don't have a frickin' killed by AI right off the bat, but I'm gonna try to do the HBT contract and get that done, and then if I get time, I'm gonna get the mortar strikes. But yeah.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Exploring, looting, and securing intel will open access to missions and targets. Expect resistance from local forces, and watch for other operators in the AO.
That's tempting. Like right over there. Screw it.
Ultra One, we've marked an enemy stash near your TAC map. Secure the contents. Ultra One, be advised you are approaching the target. Ultra One, armored enemy reinforcements are incoming. Stash unlocked. Secure any contents you need.
Loot here.
This is Dino 4. We're moving to the LZ for extraction now. This is Dino 4. We're approaching the LZ now. Keep it secure for us. Dino 4 is holding at the extraction point. Advise you get here fast. Dino 4 to actual. All objectives and personnel secure. We're RTV at this time.
Well, I didn't accomplish what I wanted to, I was able to get a large backpack and increase or improve my my plate carrier to like 2-plate carrier. So it's kind of nice. They give you a bonus for just like getting out of there, like exfilling. Completing a contract. Completing a contract. So yeah, I mean that's kind of nice. I was able to upgrade my armor carrier and then get a revive pistol. I don't know why I selected decoy grenade. Oh well. I'm gonna stow both of these. Yes. not, I mean, RPK, it was 30 round. It's kind of pretty basic, but yeah, it wasn't, not a terrible round. A little bit, like, not really thrilled about the Riot Shield guys. I mean, I never liked them just because, like, they hardly ever present enough to defeat them. You know, like, they don't present enough of their body. They're 100% like covered. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, in a sense that they would be, you would want to protect yourself, but it's still like there's like very little wiggle room to get around that shield, and it's kind of like, all right, well, if you don't hit them with a grenade right off the bat, you're just kind of SOL, and you kind of have to. Now, if you have more than one person, sure, it becomes like they have no other choice but to, try to fight multiple enemies, regardless, shield or not. So that makes it a little easier. But solo, it's just kind of like you have to hit that grenade right off the bat, otherwise you're kind of stuck. You're kind of just like, well, I guess hopefully I can get lucky. I think I did get kind of a little bit lucky there with that second grenade because it bounced just right behind the guy. So, oh, goodness. Yeah, let's go ahead. I should try to add just XP something or other, you know what I mean? Might as well. Might as well use them. All right. This time, I was hoping that that buy station would have had a mortar strike, but it only had UAV available. So I was like, well, that sucks. That's the only thing I don't like about crates is that they don't seem to be consistent enough. It's just like kind of random. And I guess that's I suppose there's probably some legitimacy in making it random, but it just kind of feels like, man, I hate the fact that, like, if you need something or you want to buy something, you have no idea where to buy it from at any given time, because it seems like each map, each time you load in, it's going to be different. And that to me is a little bit like, well, okay, I guess maybe I'll get lucky this time. Whereas I think it would be nicer if it would be like, okay, well, we're gonna offer, any of the strikes, like a precision airstrike or mortar strike, UAV, all at one time, all at one box, or make it specific to the location. Like, if you're gonna have precision airstrike, use it, or advanced UAV, have those be able to buy those around the airport or something. It's a little cheesy, but it's like, at least make it so it makes like kind of sense and just not sort of random. I don't know. Anyway.
Welcome to Al Mazrah. Explore, secure intel, and loot to gain access to new missions. Enemy threat is high, so expect contact.
Marking contract.
Oh, god damn. Oh, Jesus.
Ultra One, activity has increased in the area. Keep your eyes open.
Oh, that's frustrating. I should have killed those two out front, and then I was really hoping that the goal there was try to get up there upstairs, get a freaking revive or self revive.
Welcome to Al Mazrah.
Marking contract.
Ultra One, we're seeing increased activity in the area. Stay sharp. Ultra One, you can locate cash reward contracts on your TAC map. Requesting additional team members. Sit tight. Requesting more operators for your team. Stand by.
Okay. I think that's enough of that. Yeah. I was hoping I knew that there was somebody over there. I was hoping that they would come over and be like, "Hey, see that that there's somebody down and like help me out." But oh well. What do you do? I see that there's another like Peter Pan movie coming out. I just feel like there's so many. Like there's been so many that it's like it doesn't feel like there's anything new being brought to the table. Like this one, the trailer for this looks like it's on Disney. Now it looks like kind of faithful to the book or maybe like the cartoon that they made in like the 60s or whatever. But and it's live action, but it seems kind of like, I don't know. The last time I remember seeing something kind of like original from like the Peter Pan realm was Hook. And that was almost, 30 years ago? Yeah, so, and I mean, it's like, I don't know, it's just, I'll give it a shot because it's coming out on Disney Plus. I'll probably watch it, but it just kind of like it just seems like there's nothing really original other than it looks grounded as it can be within the realm. Like it doesn't seem like the Hugh Jackman version that came out in like the mid 2000s or whatever. Whereas it was like shiny and felt a little over the top. This looks a little more like just straight from the source material. Another movie that looks interesting, or I don't know if it's a movie, but Haunted Mansion. I think I watched the movie back in the one with Eddie Murphy, back when he was like I think he was a real estate agent, and his family bought the house, and it was not like it was kind of confusing at the end. It's kind of weird, but this could be interesting, like a kids movie, like TV show or movie. I don't know what it's gonna be like, something kind of like spooky, but yet sort of like fun and lighthearted. Hopefully not too cheesy, but definitely would. One of my things like would love to have to be able to go to like a D3 convention or something like that. I think that'd be awesome. Comic-Con would also be kind of cool. Never been. Just yeah. But also looking forward to seeing the new Mandalorian season 3. I like part of me kind of like feels like they need to like it feels like they've been like coasting a little bit like on the story. Like it just seems like there's not been a total like ton of progression. It just kind of feels like it just feels like it hadn't taken off yet. Like it's been an interesting series and it's fun, but it never quite feels like they've like taken it to another level where I don't know, hopefully this season they get to explore it, like be more I don't know, explore more of the universe, I guess, and just be less about them trying to fit whether or not they fit as a like it's kind of like a father-son type of dynamic there, but it seems like it just never gets past that first gear of like hopefully this is where it really kind of takes off and they stop worrying about whether he's like wanting to have the kid around or whatnot. It's just like, and then move on to something more like exciting or adventure. I don't know, adventurous, I guess. But I suppose. I mean, if it's duos, it's almost like you could go in this solo. Is really. Let's try it. Let's try solos once. See how it goes. I mean, it doesn't matter really at the end of the day. Like, get knocked out, but.
Use this time to practice. We will be deploying soon. Enemy soldier incoming. Training is over. Time to see what you have learned.
Get ready
enemy dropping into the AO. Losing ground. Enemy soldier incoming.
One requesting recon at this time.
5 remain. Solid work so far.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
Hostile UAV in the area.
We're detecting vulnerability in the enemy's network.
Mastermind.
Locate their uplink stations and secure their intel before they go offline. Be advised, there is an enemy squad hunting for you. You've made it to the top 10. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Located your dog tag. Go get it back. Only 10 remain. The enemy took that one, but we will be back to finish the job.
Not bad for playing solo, 6th place. A couple of those guys, like that one, I mean, that one dude that kept respawning in the same spot every time. I don't know what that person's goal was, but then the person who was AFK, sure, I'll take it. Why not?
while you can. We will deploy soon. Enemy dropping into the AO. Practice is over. The real fight begins now. Alright, soldiers. Mark a drop point for your squad. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Cover your dog tag to restore your honor. We lost that one, but we'll come back stronger next time.
Go from 6th place to 26th place. That's how it is, I guess. I don't know. I think even if I got that first guy, I think I'd have been in trouble with the second person that was coming down the stairs. I think that was his teammate, or her teammate. So I mean, I would have been in trouble no matter what. So it's all good though. I kind of miss, what was that place that was like had that prison on it? That was I like that map a lot for Resurgence.
Enemy soldier incoming. Check your gear and weapons. We go soon. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enough training. Now we face the enemy for real. Survive to redeploy fallen teammates. Kill to bring them back faster. Mark a drop point for your squad. You will lead them in. Hostiles dropping into the area. Watch the skies. An enemy squad is hunting you. Stay alert.
Enemy UAV active.
You've got gas moving in.
Bomb drone deployed!
Bomb drone is live and hot.
Enemy UAV overhead.
No effect on target.
Enemy counter UAV is active. Enemy UAV active.
We've breached the enemy's network. Locate their uplink stations and download their signal before they lock us out. The enemy has shot. You're safe. Marking your dog tag. Move to resecure it. They hit us hard that time. We will settle the score.
man!
I'll play one more and then call it. Ugh.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy soldier incoming. Preparation is done. Now you deploy to the war zone.
Jump in 5, get ready!
Battle Royale. Survive and your team can redeploy. Eliminate targets to bring them back faster. Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for your squad. Enemy squad is tracking your position.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Cover your dog tag to restore your honor. Learn from the loss. Failure is a wise teacher.
Well, that was okay. It's a little bit better playing playing as a playing a little bit better. It was a little more enjoyable, I guess, than DMZ. You know what I mean? Just it's nice. I like DMZ. It's one of my favorites, but it's also very taxing to play DMZ just because there's so many AI, and it's just hard to like really feel like you're playing like you're having to like, it just feels like you're constantly having to worry about running into AI or and if you run into AI, is it going to be, are they going to be just too much? Are they going to overwhelm you, overpower you? Yeah, it's just kind of like, it just doesn't feel quite like you're trying to think, like, it just doesn't quite feel like an actual game where you're playing and there's, you know how like you're in if you're playing a normal video game, you don't run into AI that often. You kind of have these little breaks, but it feels very much like everywhere you turn there's just something. There's never any like just place where you can just go and you know, go loot stuff or go complete missions for a little while and not worry about like there being AI just standing around. It's like, it'd almost be better for me, like to me, like a game like what is that, Ghost Recon, where they kind of do patrols, and then when you go into mission areas, there's a presence there, but they're not just everywhere. You know what I mean? It's like you can go around and drive around and not really worry about AI being just around a random corner or whatever. And then, you know, if you defeat an AI or defeat some section, it's not like they're constantly reinforcing it. Yeah, I think like something like that, or there's other games that like have, you know, AI spaced out a little more, or they're just kind of like, they don't shoot Far Cry might be a good example where they just kind of like I do like that there's some challenge, but I just don't want to be like where it's like, geez, I can't even go anywhere, you know. But yeah, it's just kind of I don't know. It just would be more enjoyable if they weren't so like, you know, dead set on killing you every second you got. They came in contact with you. That just looks bulky. That looks just like a bulky, but it doesn't look bad there, but on this picture here it looks bulky. I would almost want something kind of like this. If I was getting, this just seems like, although it does seem like it runs pretty close to the magazine. It does seem like I like that there's kind of like more there to grip onto versus like something shorter and stockier. But anyway, I'm just kind of thinking around here now. I noticed that this gun didn't have any like real attachments when I went to play with it. I don't know why that would, like, having like having a better grip on the gun, wouldn't that like mean that you should have less issues with recoil. I mean, because you're able to hold it tighter to your body. I don't know. Sometimes this stuff doesn't seem to make sense to me. I don't know. It just seems kind of like, all right. It just seems like they kind of can't had to like, oh, we can't. You know, the attachment has to have drawbacks, so we got to be able to find something, and they couldn't figure anything else out other than like just recoil control. Okay, that's fine, whatever. I don't know. It's definitely. I'm gonna change this out. I mean, I don't. Yeah, what's the point of having a pistol? And a decoy grenade. See how this works. This seems like it'd be pretty devastating, like, close. I mean, just close range for sure. It's nice. but let's see if it'll pop up again. But hip fire. Four shots. Alright, let's see. Where are you going? 1, 2, 3. That's pretty awful. See how this does. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Recoil is real nice on this. Pretty minimal. Was that 2 shots? Alright, well, hopefully you enjoyed watching this stream, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, that is my time for today, and I will see you tomorrow, and I hope you have a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. Take care. Bye-bye.